Yesterday I made a video about yelling fire in a movie theater and how that wasn't technically illegal, and I kind of related it to how people try to use that as an excuse to limit the Second Amendment. Well, since I posted that video, I've been getting a lot of questions about whether I would address the other issues that people always use along with yelling fire in a movie theater, that being like child pornography and libel and slander, things like that. Well, it's really easy to address these topics because they are the same thing in a way. I'm not saying the actual offenses are the same, but the principle is the same. Child pornography, for say, is not illegal because it is a limit on your expression. It's illegal because you're actually harming a child. It's child abuse. When you say child pornography is not protected, it's not protected because it is not allowing you to shield a crime under the illusion of free speech or free expression. That's not saying the free speech itself is limited or that expression is limited. It's saying you cannot use free speech to shield yourself from liability of a crime like child abuse. The same goes with libel and slander. It's not the words that are illegal. It's not the speech that it's illegal. It's not the expression that's illegal. It's the harming another person. When you harm another person through your deeds or your words, you are liable for that. Free speech is not a shield from crime. Free speech and free expression are not ways for you to protect yourself from prosecution when you harm someone else intentionally. So when people try to use these arguments to say, well, we should limit the Second Amendment, well, the Second Amendment is already limited in those same exact ways. I can own a firearm, but I can't go out and shoot somebody with it for no reason. If I do shoot someone, I better have had a good reason. I better be in fear for my life. I can't go out in the street and just fire wildly and endanger people. If I'm in the act of endangering someone, I'm committing another crime. There's already the same kind of restrictions on firearms ownership that there are on things like free speech and free expression. So trying to use these poor examples of restrictions of free speech and expression and trying to apply them to a greater extent to the Second Amendment is just a dishonest argument. It doesn't carry any weight because there's already those kind of restrictions placed on firearms and firearms ownership. I am not allowed to harm someone else with these, just like I'm not allowed to harm someone else and hide behind the First Amendment. So when someone tries to use these arguments against you, point out to them how ridiculous they are. Point out to them that these restrictions already exist on the Second Amendment, and point out to them that this is just a sign that you really don't have any argument at all if this is the best you can come up with.